For most of us, the aftermath of a natural disaster is what we watch on television. It doesn't happen to us. It happens to other people. But as we did see following Hurricane Katrina, the effects can be very, very real. And for two Razorback football players, the effects were life-changing. In the summer of 2005, two young men who now play football for the Razorbacks experienced one of the worst natural disasters in U.S. history, Hurricane Katrina.
Let's go.
Sophomore linebacker Jericho Nelson from Destrehan, Louisiana, and freshman redshirt defensive back Jerry Mitchell from Mandeville, Louisiana, had their lives altered in the early morning of August 29th, 2005.
My grandmother is very, overprotective. She liked to watch the news and everything. So when she first heard it was coming, she wanted to leave. My mom was like, we could stay. We'll wait it out, But my grandma emphasized this, New Orleans is like a bowl. So once it floods, everything floods on the inside. So we waited to leave, and we left 3 days for the hurricane hit. And we was on the road for maybe 11 hours to 12 hours, and the farthest we was able to get was to Baton Rouge. So we had some family members in there. That's where we stayed at through the whole time the hurricane hit.
The day that they said it was going to be a Category 5 hurricane, my dad didn't want to leave or anything. He said that we were going to stay, stick it out. It's just another hurricane. We're just going to stay like everybody else. And then, so I basically went to bed with an eased mind that night. And then my dad woke me up at about, I think, 3 o'clock in the morning. And everybody had the same idea. Let's leave at 3 o'clock in the morning. Highways jet-packed. And we traveled to Lake Charles, Louisiana, which is about, I think, a 4-hour drive. It took us like 8 hours to get there.
Katrina caused enormous damage along the Gulf Coast, from Florida all the way to Texas. The most severe loss of life and property occurred in New Orleans, where over 80% of the city became flooded. Over 1,800 people lost their lives, making it the deadliest U.S. hurricane since 1928.
A lot of my family actually lives in inner city New Orleans. I have our family that lives in the 9th Ward, and all their stuff was gone. We took them back to go see everything that happened to the house, see if they could salvage anything. My cousin walked into his house. He came back out with like a cold face saying there's nothing left.
It's tough because, you lose family members, you lose friends. It's some friends that was from New Orleans that I knew I probably never see again. They got on buses and went to Arizona, Minnesota, and some people didn't even know where they was going. Families separated, some people, parents to Texas, maybe some of their children to Florida. So it was so different, people just trying to get on buses to get out.
Jericho and Jerry learned the importance of family, friends, and sometimes even compassionate strangers offering their support.
Everybody was mainly arms open to us, because our family is like one big family. Everybody stick together. Then by even in a crisis, they already knew how everything was going on and what happened.
My family couldn't have done it without the help, especially the people that worked. Especially the people that lived in inner city New Orleans, such as the 9th Ward, because everything was gone. And they couldn't have done it without the help. I couldn't have done it without the help. So it makes me really appreciate it when you see a person in need, lend a helping hand and help them out.
One thing they both came away with after the hurricane is that you must believe in yourself and your ability to overcome adversity.
Me and my brother had to rake leaves for our neighbors, pick up branches, all that. So we were just making a little money on the side, and we also did stuff for charities.
Going through this disaster has also helped them become more aware of others and to become mentally tough in the classroom, at football practice, and especially on game day.
It makes me believe that you can make it through anything, because a lot of my family, they were in depression back when the hurricane hit. They thought that they would never have the stuff that they used to have, and they bounced back. So it's like this year, I'm just going to keep working hard, keep getting bigger, faster, stronger, and I know that I'll bounce back next year and be a good player.
My mom's a very independent, tough lady. She works 2 jobs, so if I see her going through all this to take care of me, I feel like I should never give her anything I do.